the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defense...
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy. If the game goes along, you control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Henry Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Anubis got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Hot.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now let's go. Detroit. 39. Green 39. Over. Gone.
Darnold on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Campbell, it gets him a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush...
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Over.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signaled that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn, and in free agency, got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. And last but not least, you know who they beat in 57?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns. 2 teams trying to get back to their former glory.
Double, set. Hey, 22.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set. Get a 20. Zebra. 22.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach, Todd Bowles, demands that. But Sam Darnold, their number one draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Darnold. He's going
to... That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Left side, Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The first down carry here for Johnson. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Like 7, set, lady.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
22, set, 180.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 47 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out come the Jets. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's got Curse. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Leopard. Leopard.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there.
Leopard. Leopard. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Darnold from the red zone now. That's caught right side by Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Throwing again is Darnold. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Set, lady. Pack 55. 58, boy, 58. All right, here we go.
Stafford on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, here's Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. In there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
All right, here we go, here we go. Got three down.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. On the move to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Detroit 90. Detroit.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
from the gun on third down. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Stafford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Leopard! Leopard!
Darnold from the gun. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
21! Set! 180! Double right!
To throw on second down. Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster Screen to knock it away.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, guys, check me out. Set! Go 80! Go here! Zero!
3rd and 2, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Set! 180! Like that!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And
Set. 180. Omaha. Ready to move. Hey, red. Let's go.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
I got 15. Leave it set. Wait, 80. 21.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set. Blue 80.
On third down, Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And to the 43. So to the 43-yard line, that's where they'll take over.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
But on the ground they go with a running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot! Hot!
3rd and 2, Darnold. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
10, 10. 0.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Over!
Now a handoff working right. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Stay 50. Hey, go here. Hurry.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. That's exactly.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Darnold. And this is caught by Kearse. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To the air again, Darnold. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Leopard. Leopard. By 40. Check. He's coming. Cut. Switch. Watch him now, Barney.
Darnold on first down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Let's go. Green.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Rolling to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They come out here in the eye.
Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Hey, I need one. Zebra.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Found a hole in that zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stafford now to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now it's Stafford. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Omaha, ready to move. 58, boys, 58. Omaha, ready to move. 22.
Now Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Buster Screen. It's a foot race past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Stafford here coming off his pick six. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Tell me slipping, I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. Dead presidents, drop a on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have a stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull. Ignorant, can I live? Still feel me, kiss the death, rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, rep protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm this. I became 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already did. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You were shook when breathe easy, know the